All right, so now I'm going to create a new sheet for this guy. So let me expand the sheets, and I'll just come down here and let's delete this one. And I'll just pick the plan RPC and duplicate an empty sheet, and I'll renumber it and rename it. And we'll name this interior elevations. Okay. All right. And so now I'm just going to go drag those elevations onto the sheet. First thing I'll do is check the scale of them. So they're all set to 1 inch equals a foot, which would be really big. So I'm just going to sort of select all of them, holding down my control key, and we'll change that to 1/4 inch, right? And then I'll take east and drag it out. So there's my east elevation. And when those come in, they look really funny, right? Like they're all squinched down and you've got all this stuff. So I'm just going to double click on this. And what you need to do is pick the crop area. So there's your little tiny crop area, and you need to drag it up so it shows the entire room, and the interior elevation should go to the first plane, right? So this is actually the first plane, but we'll talk about how to sort of crop that out in a minute. And then just, you can get rid of the grids and anything else. Leave the level. Go ahead and pick the level finished floor and click this little break, add elbow, and it will give you this little blue dot, and you can kind of move it so they're not overlapping, right? And then I'll double click outside of the view and kind of move it, onto the sheet, and then also grab the bottom of it and pull it up to there. So that's kind of what it should look like initially. And then you can update the viewport. I'll just make it viewport gray and move this guy maybe to right there. Okay. And once you have this set up, this is actually the east elevation, right? So this one, you can actually right click on it and create a view template from the view. And I'll just call it interior elevation 01 and click OK. And it's going to save all the settings and just click OK. Now you can drag your, let's do the west, right? So I'll put it kind of below the east. And you're going to have to come in and unfortunately drag this guy up, right, to where it's there. It looks like this wall got out of whack. So let's align with that maybe, right? And just set the crop box up, and you're going to have to do the level again and, put an elbow in it. Again, unfortunately, there's no way to tell Revit to do that automatically. But you can come in and for each one of the elevations that you haven't done, you can select them. So I'm selecting everything but the east, which I've sort of updated, and right click on those and apply template properties and grab that interior elevation 01 that you made, and it'll update it right to all of the settings over here. You still have to come in and flip out the viewport title and pick it, left click on it and pick it and move it into place, right? Like maybe this guy goes up a little higher, right? And then I would pick the interior elevations and grab like one of the corners and put it in a particular place. So maybe this one goes there. And if I move this one to there, right? So they're lining up. And then you can adjust these guys to where you want them, maybe it goes up like that, right? And splits those. And now you can come in and drag on your north, right? It's a little longer than I expected, so maybe these guys get moved over up to there. And then you have to do kind of the same thing, you know, snap these guys into place. Um, and then pick this and flip it out for the gray, right? Um, Move this in alignment where you want it, right? Maybe it goes here, or maybe pick these and move them, right? Oops, I think it was the bottom one that I did. So move it right into the same location, at least vertically. Maybe move that over maybe a half an inch, right? And then I'll grab the south and put it here and kind of go through the same process, right? So pull this guy up, oops, to the bottom of that, and then this guy up to the floor. Again, grab this guy, split it, pull it up, pull it over, like that, and then flip this out for the gray, right? And then move this down so it aligns with that guy, right? And then take this and move it over to there. So you're kind of consistent with the way that you're setting it up. Um, and the next thing I'll do is come in and sort of cover these guys up and mask them.